Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. Today I'm going to take you through a quick mobility circuit. We're going to flow through 5 different movement patterns for 90 seconds each. We're going to start off slow and progressively expand on these movements. Use me as a guide, but don't feel like you have to look exactly like me. This is your movement practice, so move at your own pace and within your own available range of motion. This isn't about how fast and how far you can push yourself. This is more about tuning in with your body and working to build that connection between your mind, body, and breath. So let's go ahead and jump right into this practice. All right, so we'll go ahead and get set up down on the floor. We'll start on all fours. We're going to move through some spinal articulations. So this will look a lot like cat-cow if you're familiar with yoga. So we're going to inhale, lift that chin, chest, tailbone, drive those shoulder blades down and back. Exhale, round the back, tuck your chin and chest. And we'll flow through these movements, pushing our hands into the floor to create tension and stretch. I said we'd flow through this movement, but we're going to stay as active as possible rather than passively just pushing through this movement. I'm going to start expanding on this, moving through some spinal waves. Trying to get a smooth roll all the way up and down my spine. This can feel a little awkward and uncoordinated at first, but it does get better with practice. And push up onto my toes for a full wave. We'll bring it down to the floor. Take your arms out to a T. Go ahead and bend one arm and one leg. You're going to slowly step over and across your body. Start with small steps to each side. Bend over, back, reach, push that foot and hand into the floor. And as we get more comfortable with this movement, you can start to reach a bit further each time. You want to think about driving those shoulder blades down and back, pushing into the floor. You want to create stability in certain areas to stretch others. So as I'm kicking that leg back, I'm squeezing that glute to get a nice stretch right here in the front of the hip. Pushing through the floor to open up my shoulder and chest on the extended side. Using your breath to breathe through the tension and expand into the stretch. All right. Next, we'll sit up nice and tall into a 90-90. So let's put our hands behind us to start, feet firmly planted on the floor. And we'll just swivel our knees from side to side. You should feel a big rotation coming right here at the hip joint. Stay nice and tall. We'll go one more to each side. Open up. Go ahead and take your hands from the floor if you're ready. Let's go ahead and bring them to a T. Keep them up nice and strong. And we'll go side to side, staying long through the spine. Working on creating movement and strength with our hips. Expanding on that range of motion and improving that motor control through our hips. And one more, we'll finish with some hip sweeps. So let's take this back leg, sweep it across, switch it with the front, and sweep that one nice. Nice and far back, stay up tall. And we'll go a few more to each side. Feel free to move at your own pace and stick with whatever variation works best for you today. We're going to come into a wide stance. We'll sit our hips back, bring our hands down to the floor. You're going to take the hand that's closest to your foot, open up your chest to the side wall and reach, try and touch the ceiling all the way through those fingertips. Bring it back down. We'll walk our hands over to the other side and repeat the same thing. Reach, push into the floor through your hand and feet. Walk it over other side. Should feel a nice stretch right here in the inner thigh and also through the chest and thoracic spine. Go one more this way. Right. Last movement. We'll bring ourselves down into a squat, deep squat, whatever you're ready for today. We'll walk our hands out, tall plank. Make sure when we're in this plank, we're not letting our low back arch too much. We're squeezing those glutes and tucking that tailbone, keeping that spine long, walk those hips back, hands back. Big breath right here in this forward fold position. Bring it back down and we'll keep flowing through that. Walk it out. Squeeze those glutes, keep those legs long. Big breath. Spend some time doing some squat shifting, exploring our ankle mobility, connecting with the floor through our feet. We'll walk it out. All right, guys. Those were our 5 movements for today. Keep on working on those, explore your range of motion, and keep expanding. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Leave me some feedback down in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Thanks, guys. See you next time.